months, and in a game like the game against Leicester, when on top of that we also have Ronaldo not available, then we only had 2 or 3 strikers in the squad. That's one reason, and the other reason is obviously the focus. In the first couple of weeks we put our focus on being more stable defensively, conceding not that many goals, which we did, and then at one stage we also found out that we need a plan in possession of the ball to create chances ourselves. Then we improved on in that area, and then, as I said, a few players were missing out. And right now it's about getting both together, bringing both parts together. What are we going to do in possession of the ball and still being aggressive and compact against the ball?
You face Everton tomorrow. Clearly you're now in a fight to try and qualify for the Champions League. They are in a fight to stay in the Premier League. 2 big clubs that are probably not where they expected to be at the start of the season. I guess you probably don't need a reminder, but is it that reminder that football always gives you, that things aren't a given and clubs can find themselves in very unusual positions?
I think we spoke about that in recent press conferences, pre and post match. That happens in football, not only in England, also in other leagues. And but for us, again, it's about being aware of the current situation. We still have a chance to qualify for the Champions League, but in order to do that, we need to win, and we definitely need to win the game tomorrow.
You've also spoke recently about Manchester City and Liverpool and what you think they've done well and what maybe you can learn, or this club can learn, from what they've done in recent seasons. I just wonder if you think that is a gap that can be bridged relatively quickly, or whether it will inevitably take a long time.
I also answered that question last week already, that obviously this is possible. It also happened with some of those clubs and other clubs. But again, it doesn't make sense to speak about that right now, because it doesn't help us to win points tomorrow. Right now it's present tense. It's Goodison Park tomorrow, 12:30. Highly important game for 2 big clubs, and it's up to us to show that we can and want to win the game.
And is there any margin for error left, or do you need to win every game now?
In the first instance, we have to win the next game, and then we can speak about the other games. I mean, if you look at the current situation in the table, we cannot afford to drop points anymore, and I think everybody in the team and in the squad is aware of that.
Last question in this section.
Hi Ralf, you spoke about needing to see character and commitment. Are you satisfied you've always had that from the players while you've been here?
Well, we had that quite often, I would say, but as I said, not consistently. And we had a good week of training. We trained well. We trained on a very aggressive level in the last couple of days. And now it's up to us to play as we trained in the last couple of days. And as I said, it's the question of who is more competitive tomorrow, who is more aggressive, who is winning the second balls. They are playing in a very